What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back from our Drive the Breakers Season 3 video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of an analysis of the Ginyu Force, specifically my matches recently with the Ginyu Forces. Got some losses, got some wins going against some really good teams. So I just want you guys to take a look at my matches. And I just want to talk about the Ginyu Forces kit, how they play, how they work, just do an analysis of what's good about them, what's bad about them. And I just want to just do this video just because I feel like there's a lot of people still out there that think the Ginyu Force is overpowered, bro. If someone picks the Ginyu Force, you go up against it, you might as well just turn your console off, just turn your controller off, you might as well just quit because there's no chance in hell that you have to win against the Ginyu Force. That's just not the case. A lot of the same rules that apply to Vegeta apply to the Ginyu Force, and they even apply to the other Raiders as well. The Ginyu Force is not an exception of the inherent give and take that survivors have with Raiders, and I still think survivors are stronger than Raiders currently in the game, just like they were in Season 2. They still are. Raiders are not OP. Raiders are not OP, and I want you guys to say this together with me. Ironcane is not Raider biased. Ironcane is not Raider biased. Let's say it together, boys. Ironcane is not Raider biased, bro. I show games in here of me getting clapped as Survivor. I show games on this channel of me getting clapped as Raider. Me wiping as Raider. Me wiping as Survivor. I'm showing both perspectives of both sides, bro. Okay? I'm trying to be as fair and as open as possible. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that think I am Raider biased for some reason. If you look at my Raider levels, bro, they are all low. Look how many hours I have on this game, dude. I have 781 hours. For someone that has that much hours on this game, typically most people have all the Raiders or majority of them level 100. I do not. I play more Survivor than Raider, but that's a whole other thing. Let's go ahead and pull up some of the Raider matches here and discuss with the Ginyu Force. Alrighty, so I'll be over here. This is past Iron. If he moves himself, I might move myself a little bit. But this is a game that I had pretty recently. Yeah, he moved himself, so I'm going to move myself as well, just to not get confusing. So you can see past Iron, but see future Iron as well. So basically this game, I went up against a Premade, and this Premade was very, very good. They're very, very good here. And I feel like what a lot of people... When I take losses in this game, and a lot of the criticisms kind of are pointed at the fact that I don't have Survivor spawn. Well, Survivor spawns and Civilian spawns memorized, and I feel like yes, that will impact how successful you are in getting evolution fast. But sometimes getting fast evolution isn't make or break, and I feel like to say that you need to have every single Civilian spawn and Survivor spawn location memorized for every single map, I think is a bit excessive. And I think it's a little gatekeepy and will turn people off to the game, personally. I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents on the topic. And I don't think you need that information to win the games. But it's not like it hurts you. So at this point, I took out one Survivor with Goldo. And I'm just trying to survive as much as I can here, right? So I did actually learn of one technique with Goldo, that if you are being jumped, one technique is to run into a cave, actually. Yes, for once, one of the strategies as a Raider is to actually go into a cave, use time freeze at the entrance of the cave. That way, if they do enter it, they actually get hit by the time freeze. Or the paralysis. I forget the difference in the name of the two.
Another jump.
But I'm talking about his super attack. The freezing super attack. So that's exactly what I do here. Two more people are transformed here. So I feel like I do a fairly good job as playing Goldo here. So as you can see, there's a wall. They can't enter this cave, and they can't hit me with super attacks here. So I buy myself some time. I hit them with volleys as they begin to enter, and I make my escape.
I saw a friend do that once.
So I feel like I did a fairly good job as Goldo here. Fortunately, this guy does pop barrier in IT, and I already used my super attack, obviously, to block myself in here. So I didn't have another freeze to stop that guy from barrier and ITing. So, again, unfortunately, I did not get many civs here, sadly. I was spending a majority of my time fighting. And if I got one more civ, I don't even think it really would have mattered, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Low key, I feel like these guys probably should have just let me live. But just because there was no real reason to pop my auto evolve here. So I feel like I was struggling to find civs anyway. They could have waited till I got one more civ to kill me, but they did what they did. I mean, it's almost 5 minutes into the game. I think my big throw here in this match was not picking up the pieces. As you can see, A majority of the team
Like,
here
yeah, they
does
killed
not
my
have
brother,
dragon
but, like,
changes,
literally
and
everybody was
unfortunately I
using
was not
Dragon
able
Chains, like,
to
was it worth it?
find people. Also, for the event, you can actually open up crates
I
as
grabbed
the
the ball
raider
as
and
well.
get capsules. So you'll see me doing that in these games, and that's the reason why I'm doing it, because I want to get the capsules. So I figure if I'm going to take an L, I might as well take a W with the event, right? So I grab a Dragon Ball here just to kind of make sure they don't get the balls too fast. I actually found a guy collecting a Dragon Ball here. Hit him with Raccoon Kick. And they were at level 3 transformation, so they have the priority on the melee combos here. And then I hit him with the super attack. But he gets launched pretty far, actually, and he gets out of my sight. And then, unfortunately, I've used all of my abilities to traverse. I've used the Mach Attack, and I used Raccoon Kick. So there was not really much way for me to catch up with him there. I figured at this point, the game has progressed pretty far. They don't have too many keys, and I feel like at this point, I should probably just destroy an area just to decrease the Super Time Machine startup and to limit the playing field.
They don't have many keys now.
So at this point, again, I feel like I just need to rush the survivors and find them as fast as I can to get my level 3. I do find somebody here. I use the Mach Attack to close the distance, and I forget if I find them immediately or not.
This guy's probably going for the res.
Yeah, I downed somebody in that cave or around that cave, so I figured he was in there, but I completely lost that guy. Now, the Dragon Radar does actually help me here, because obviously some of these guys do have Dragon Balls on them. So this guy used landing delay, gave them some speed, but I did catch up. But I do get knocked with a bunch of rockets here, and my Dragon Ball was dropped. I should have been a little more protective of that Dragon Ball. I feel like I was a little too lenient there. Got hit with Krillin Shoe. Stuns are so powerful now with the gauge.
Nice.
So I get this guy. I get the Dragon Balls from him. And as you can see, from that one Kamehameha, I took a lot of damage. And then 3 people pop transformations. 4 people pop transformations. And at this point, Raccoon is very good, but when it comes to crowd control, he doesn't really have that many options. I feel like in 1v1s he excels. But I got cucked there actually, but because I engaged in melee combat there, I couldn't cancel it. So I was free to be hit by a super attack in that situation. So at this point, the survivors, again, don't have much dragon changes. They don't have too many keys found. So this is kind of even. Even though I've lost 2 Ginyu Force members, it's fairly even at this point. It is fairly even. So I'm just trying to find somebody with the Dragon Balls. Just to, because they definitely have them all, right? Because they took them off of me. So the level 4 is going to be summoned momentarily. It's just a matter of where, right? So I use Area Destruction, which might have been a little troll here. I might have did it a little too preemptively. I probably should have waited for them to summon to use Area Destruction. Because as you can see, as soon as I finish this Area Destruction, the summon is completed. So that might have been a little troll on my part. That might have been a little troll. I just underestimated them getting the balls to get it that fast, but with how farther into the game, I should have realized that they took the balls from me. They're definitely going to be able to get the balls together, right? So at this point, my idea was to rush the level 4 as fast as possible, just because he doesn't really have that many allies to help him out in the fight. But unfortunately, he does use instant transmission here. I should have just went for the melee. I don't know if I would have had enough time. I might have been able to. But I should have known he would have went for IT there. Even if I would have used the super attack, it would have interrupted him. And that, honestly, that could have changed the impact of this match. I definitely misplayed there by going for Ki Blast instead of a super attack. I will admit that, 100%. And the only thing bad about Jason Birder is that they don't really have any snipes. So if you see people planting keys and whatnot from afar, Crusher Ball could land, but you're kind of wasting it just because Birder is really good at close range. Like, a lot of Jason Birder's abilities are good for close range combat. They're not that... They don't really excel in long range. But they do have a fairly good kit. But the only thing about, like, Birder as a call-out, I feel like Zarbon and Dodoria are so much better than Birder. Like, although Birder can deal more damage, Birder does not go nearly as far as Zarbon and Dodoria for some reason. I don't know why that is. I really don't. I know where this crate, or I know where this key is, so... I'm not going to leave. So at this point, I think I was making a decision to kind of just hang out and be here.
god.
But I literally get hit once. Someone's using double buster, so that super attack is going to be pretty consistent in hitting me.
Let's just pop this.
Now, I did my tier list on transfers, and I feel like I did undersell the power of the Kamehameha Ki Blast. Because here, in a lot of these matches, you'll see just how powerful they are. Because typically, in my experience, if the Raiders just like slowly flying to the left and right, they can dodge it. But that was not the case for Jason Berter here.
Wow.
As you can see, I'm getting just peppered by these Ki Blasts here. If I would have got hit by that Special Beam, I would have died 100%. Special Beam is that cracked. So I'm dealing some decent damage to level 4, but they do have the Super Time Machine up here. That's the issue. If I can take out this level 4, I'm looking pretty good. And I think I do. But yeah, as you can see, like, Jace's Ki Blasts are pretty solid, but the tracking was cucking there a little bit.
Alright.
Now, at this point, it's kind of tough because I don't know if I should go for executions. I don't know if I should just immediately go for the Super Time Machine. It's very, because I already used my Air Destruction, so I can't even play to, like, destroy the supplies. Now, I did destroy 2 areas, so the Super Time Machine is having a slower startup here. But as you can see, I'm struggling just to hit a survivor, like, directly in front of me with the Ki Blasts. I'm kind of hoping to keep Jason Berter alive here because it increases the value of Ginyu's Milky Cannon by so much, bro. So I'm trying to keep them alive as much as I can. Now, I probably should have been playing Super Time Machine here more than just, like, going for this guy. Like, as you can see, he's just dusting me, dude. I mean, it is because he used laning delay notification. But the fact that he was able to easily run out of these Ki Blasts, I feel like is very telling that Jason Berter are great, but they do have flaws, right? Where I feel like level 3 Frieza would have had an easier time catching these survivors with Ki Blasts. So at this point, these guys are just stalling. I do have a lot of downs, but I think they do eventually just end up rezzing all these players. And I just can't catch this guy with the melee. It was so frustrating, man. That's one thing about Green Coast, man. It is very survivor-sided. There's just so many nook and crannies for survivors to run into. So I did get a lot of downs here. And I believe I do actually have Jason Berter live. So I do pop this guy's level 3 transformation, which is pretty good for me. He gets out of the melee combo, but fortunately for me, the super attack did give me super armor there. But here, the auto evolve actually cucked me because I would have killed that player. But because Ginyu said it's my turn, I wasn't able to get the down on that player, allowing them to escape.
Let's kill this guy.
So as you can see, these guys are using the backup attack. Multiple players are using backup attack. And this was on King Furry. King Furry has access to the backup attack. And he is the survivor skin that was available via last season's Dragon tier. And at this point, I think it's worth my while just to take out some survivors here, just to kill them. Because they've been rezzing everybody here. But as you can see, the team is getting their Dragon changes back. And somehow they avoided a lot of my Milky Cannons here, man. And I feel like that's a big reason of why this match was not going in my favor here. So I used the power-up boost to give me some iframes. That's why I didn't take any damage there. I popped this. I deal some decent damage to that level 2, but not as much as I thought it would have dealt. They already have backup attack back, and at this point, it's looking very bad, man. When you have this many survivors up with the Super Time Machine this far, it's not really looking that good for the Raider. So I used my Break Strike. I timed it specifically in that timing, so I wouldn't get hit by that super attack. And this guy somehow miraculously dodges the Milky Cannon there. These guys dodge Milky Cannon a lot, bro. Like, a lot. So at this point, I'm starting to realize my mistake of not cooking on the Super Time Machine, because I didn't even get it to half. So I have to start working on it from base. So I'm just, like, staying on it at this point. And then this guy's just spamming the dodge, and sometimes you can kind of cheese it, and it's difficult for the Raider to land melee. That guy escapes my Ki Blast there. He's hitting me off. And literally, if one more person gets a Dragon Change, I lose this game, basically. And I believe someone else does get a Dragon Change.
I think we win this.
Oh, I think I get stunned here, actually. Yeah, I get stunned here, and then I think I get stunned again, is what happens. I stayed. I should not have followed this guy as much as I did. That was a misplay as well. Somehow somebody else got... I actually want to rewind here. I think
Oh, I
somebody else
lose.
got
I lose
rezzed.
to the
Yeah, that Krillin shoe saved the game, I think. Hold on. I'm actually curious how... Okay, that guy just never got downed. So it's the Dende and the Bulma up.
I think we win this.
The Dende and the Bulma up. Yeah, I got shooed. Dende got rezzed. Probably by the other guy. And somebody else had a shoe, and I think that's pretty much what saved the game here.
Oh, I lose. I lose because of that, I think.
Yeah, I lost it.
I lost.
Yeah, even if I didn't do the super attack there, they had their barriers up, so they could have hit me off. So yeah, guys, that was one game where I got overwhelmed there. I just straight up got overwhelmed. I think there were some misplays here on my part, but this is just me showing that the Ginyu Force is not brainless. Like, I think some people think the Ginyu Force is brainless, and here, obviously, you can see that it's, like, not the case here. But here is the Survivor, so let me just move my camera in case you guys want to see the Survivor levels. This was levels. I actually ran into the same group this following match, so we're going to take a look at this one as well. All right, so this is my next match. Hopefully Iron moves over here so I can, like... All right, it looks like he's staying on that side. So I'm going to move myself. I'm going to be over here. Past Iron is going to be over here. So you guys aren't confused.
Oh, I got DP. Let's go.
But yeah, you can actually get DP medals as the Raider if you not know that as well. It works the same way. So I get a Dragon Radar here. So this match, I will say, I think I played a lot worse than the previous one. That last match was a little bit closer. I think that last match, it was just a bunch of little things that added up to my loss there. But again, like, Ginyu is not as brainless as a lot of people say. They still are weak to a lot of things like key rushing, to Dragon Ball rushing, to jumping. Like, they're still weak to jumping. I mean, the only way that, like, the Ginyu Force is, like, anti-jumping is if you have the members that live. Because if you have Goldo live, Raccoon live, and Jason Birder live, and you're Captain Ginyu, Goldo will jump in for Ginyu, Raccoon will jump in for Ginyu, and Jason Birder will jump in for Ginyu and defend him against melee attacks. So they are an anti-jump raider if they have their members live. If they have their members die, then they are anti-jump less and less, right? Having Goldo live also is not make or break, by the way. If Goldo lives, it does not guarantee your victory. If Goldo dies, it does not guarantee your loss. So if you die as Goldo, it is not the end of the world either. And I think there are people that get a little too horny when they see Goldo low. I feel like there are times where you should just leave Goldo up. That way, you know, you have more time to look for keys and Dragon Balls and whatnot. So I might have wasted that paralysis there. I probably should have saved it, but I used it there. 2 more people transform, and I'm basically doing my best to defend with Goldo here. I think I do a fairly solid job, all things considered. Those guys just, actually, did that super attack land? I'm not entirely sure. So at this point, I'm just trying to maintain my distance and take out anybody that I can.
I got one person down.
Took that guy down. I was thinking of going for the execution, but this guy was up.
Barrier IT.
Barrier IT did not work for this guy because there was a building beneath him, and it actually did cuck him.
He landed. He got fucked himself.
So I could have potentially have gotten my level 2 here, but unfortunately, actually, I don't even know what hit me there. I'm not entirely sure.
What the fuck?
Oh, I think it was backup attack.
Ah, damn.
Backup attack, I think, hit me here somehow.
What the fuck?
Backup attack saved this guy. What I probably should have done was just kept that guy frozen, and then just went for the executions on the other 2 players to have Goldo live here. So I think I do end up dying with Goldo, but I do a pretty good job dodging these Gallic guns, in my opinion here. I stay alone for a fairly long time. Now, obviously, yeah, I got cooked there.
That's what I said, like the...
So the melee combat kind of cooked me here. I vanish attacked into him, but he got priority because he was a higher level. Honestly, sometimes it's a 50-50, but he got me there. It can work in your favor sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. But I think my misplay in this case is I think after I landed the paralysis on that one person that was Chi-Chi that was transformed, I probably should have just went for the executions on the other 2 survivors. And then I could have got my level up there. So I will admit there are some misplays, but again, these guys are being very, very aggressive against the Ginyu Force, and it is working. It's not impossible to be aggressive against the Ginyu Force. These guys are proof that it is possible and that they are able to be successful after being aggressive. Because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be aggressive. You don't want to be overly aggressive with the Ginyu Force too, because if all of your Dragon Change levels are low, then you could cuck yourself and place yourself in a position where you have to deal with a high-level raider when you have low Dragon Changes. So again, they got all the Dragon Balls within 3 minutes. So I just destroyed this location here because I have Raccoon, and I'm fairly confident that I can fly with Mach Attack to the Dragon Pedestal. So I take a guess here and assume that they go over to B. Or C, I mean. Not sure if this was the guy with the balls. This guy gets the priority on the melee combat because he is a higher level. He gets it again. That is kind of me trolling. I should have played around the Ki Blast a little more or tried to do a Vanish attack there. Because he is going to continuously get the priority on the melee attack since he is a higher level than I. So I do goof here. I should have went to A instead.
I probably should have just hit my ball frame 1, I guess.
Also, I think I did have a ball at the beginning of the game, and I say there that I should have hit it. I probably should have just hit it in D. So they have a level 4 pretty early into the game here. And I try to do the best I can with Raccoon to take them out.
What's this chick doing?
So this person, I believe, is luring me into the cave, and they're able to dodge me here with dodge with the melee attack. And as you saw there, Solar Flare being kind of trash. I do not think Solar Flare is... It is a good stun if it lands, but I just don't think it's consistent there. I feel like it probably should have landed on me there, but, you know, it worked out in my favor, so I'm not going to complain. I really do feel like Krillin's Shoe, Charming Pose are much better stuns, or at least they land more consistently, but, you know, it's whatever you prefer. So at this point, I'm just trying to find any survivors that I can and try to stop them from planting keys. So I pop this guy's Dragon Change, try to land the melee attack, and I kind of lose him. I had no idea where he went. I think he popped his rocket, and then that's how he lost me. The rocket, keep in mind, the Oolong rocket is a free-to-play skill. Oolong is a free survivor skin. And to use it, you can either equip Oolong as a survivor skin or to master it. Here, I have no idea what happened with Mach Attack. I was locked onto that guy, but it went forward for some reason. But I get cooked here as Raccoon. I get absolutely cooked. As soon as this pose ends, I get absolutely bodied here, unfortunately. I just get completely surrounded here and overwhelmed. So I lose Raccoon again. And they're cooking on keys as well. So again, I'm in a scenario where I need to clutch up with Jason Birder. So level 4 is still out. I've dealt like, I don't know, 2% damage to him. And they plant C underneath my nose, which was really, really disappointing. This guy I've run into, I think, like 2 or 3 times, and he's had so many Dragon Changes, man. This guy must have had so many sodas. Just trying to take as little damage as possible. Somehow that Kamehameha... I might have walked into that Kamehameha. And this guy, he lagged there, which was really unfortunate to me. Obviously, I doubt that guy was, like, lag switching or anything like that, but the lag spike was just very convenient for him there, and it was very disappointing because I literally would have got him down otherwise. So that was pretty frustrating for me. So at this point, I can't really play Super Time Machine because the level 4 is out, and somebody else has a Dragon Change. So it's very difficult, and I can't really snipe this guy with Jace's Ki Blast here. His Ki Blasts are good, but if you think about it, he really has, like, level 2 Frieza's Ki Blast. So Raccoon, if anything, has the better Ki Blasts.
I'm gonna lose, probably.
So I get 1 survivor killed here, 6 are left. I have a shot to win this game, but it's not looking too good, folks. It is not looking too good. This guy's doing a fantastic job of distracting because I can't play STM with this level 4 up. Because he's just going to pick me apart while I'm playing. STM. That's what I meant to say. So he uses floating device, the floating device tech to dodge a lot of my ki blasts. And these guys are just like doing Matrix moves, man. They're just dodging my ki blast left and right, bro. Just left and right, dodging me. So here, I just feel like if I am going to have a shot here, I gotta destroy these. I gotta destroy these supplies. If these supplies are in play, I'm not gonna be able to win. But as you can see, they are cooking on the super time machine here. So I felt like if I didn't destroy the supplies, they would have got their dragon changes back. If I destroyed it here, you know, they cooked on the super time machine. So it was kind of a lose-lose scenario for me here. It's just the position that I was in was not a good one. The only way I win this is if they just like completely neglect the super time machine here. And with a level 4 out and a level 2 out, it's going to be very difficult. This guy's literally so confident he's healing in my face, dude. Like, the disrespect. The disrespect. But Raiders are OP, by the way. Raiders are OP. So at this point, I'm just trying to cook on the super time machine as much as I can. They're using backup attack to apply some pressure on me. They're using Krillin's Shoe to stun me here. And I'm just trying to do what I can, but I don't know if I give up this game, but mathematically, there's nothing I can do here. There's too many players up. The level 4 is still out, and I do just kind of just accept my defeat in this game, just because there's really nothing I can do in this situation. They have too many survivors up to knock me off the super time machine. They would legit have to just put their controllers down and walk away from the STM for me to win that game. So I kind of just accepted my fate. I feel like this game I did not play as well as the previous one. But again, this is just another case of the Ginyu Force not being OP, not being brain dead. Like, it just goes to show against really good survivors and pre-mades that the Ginyu Force, like other Raiders, can lose and can be defeated. And consistently as well, right? This was the same group that I ran into. The very same group. Now, also, in my defense, Green Coast and Rocky Field, I am familiar with some of the city spawns, but I don't have them memorized. But we're going to move on to another match here. Another Ginyu game. So this match was not with the same pre-made that I fought in the previous 2 games, but we are on Rocky Field again. And I actually kind of forget what happens in this match, but I like to think in those 2 previous games, I played fairly well as Goldo. I feel like a lot of players do kind of get stomped as Goldo, but if you use his abilities pretty well, you can hang in there, man. You can hang in there. Somehow, I find, I think I find both keys for these guys, because I'm trying to open up crates because the event is on, right, for these capsules. Because, you know, if I'm going to take an L, I'd rather at least get the capsules. Here, I'm just kind of mocking ZBG. ZBG was in the chat. Shoutouts to ZBG. He's a Legends creator if you never watched him. Great guy, very talented. I think his talents are wasted on Legends, bro. He's a very talented creator. Great edits, great content creator. But that aside, enough ZBG glazing aside. Here I'm getting fairly lucky with the city spawns, but the survivors are beginning to cook on their dragon changes. No keys are found yet, and unfortunately my luck in terms of cities does run out. It does run out here. And again, I'm opening up crates, and I found 2 keys accidentally. Again, the reason why I was opening up crates is because I'm trying to get capsules. It's the only reason why I'm opening up that many crates. Typically, I open up crates here and there. The only reason why I'm opening up as many crates as I did was because I was trying to get capsules. So I get a Dragon Ball here, and I believe this time, I think I hide it. I think I hide it this time, because I'm right by D. If I don't hide it, that is kind of a silly play on my part, honestly. Okay, so I don't because I find this guy. And if I get this guy, I do get my level 2. So they have 3 keys found. It's 3 minutes into the match. Or about to be 2 minutes, I apologize. And everybody has a dragon change except one person. So this guy, we are clashing because we're the same dragon change level. This guy pops Potential Unleashed. And I believe I get the kill on this guy. I do, and I just go for the execution just because I've been killed so much, bro. I probably could have auto-evolved and got the kill with Raccoon, but I figured, why chance it? They have so many keys found, I might as well just do area destruction as fast as I can. I think that is what I end up doing here. I believe I might destroy B. I think I destroy B here just because I don't want to, progress the survivors here. I have criticized Raiders that I've played in the past for destroying areas where keys have been placed, but I feel like in this situation where they have so many keys and everybody has dragon changes here, I feel like destroying B just limits the playing field and forces the survivors to work on the keys as opposed to focusing on the other places where keys either have not been found or where keys have been found, right? So I get this guy,
God, what the fuck?
and they kill themselves for some reason.
Great.
But I do think they
IT?
pop barrier. They do not have IT. And Rocket works very well, but if you're that close range with Rocket, Rocket isn't going to save you. So here they knock the Dragon Balls off me. I pick them back up. And at this point, they find all the keys. I basically gave them 2 keys for free accidentally. But then I get over here pretty quickly. I get this guy. I think he pops barrier, and I just don't even bother with him. I waste both of these guys' transformations. This guy lands a melee combo on me. I wait for Goldo to come because I don't want to waste my knockback yet. And I don't know if I go for my Dragon Balls immediately or if I try to get this guy. Okay, I do get my Dragon Balls.
Go for it. Take him. Take him, please.
All right, I was kind of trolling there by saying that guy to take because I think this guy does escape on me. Because I totally could have picked my Dragon Balls up there. So by allowing him to take the balls, I think they do get the level 4 here. But actually, do I recover them? Let's see. Oh, no, I get over. Oh, no, I do get him back. I do get him back. But I do think I could have avoided this whole, situation if I just would have picked the balls up initially. He dodges me there. This guy, this level 3 was cooking me. I'm not going to deny it. All right, so I get the execution on this guy. I don't think I get the balls, do I? I think I might have just forgot about them. I know I do get them, I do. So at this point, I'm very close to keeping Raccoon stay alive for once. Auto Evolve is cooking, but I have very, very low health, dude. If I get hit by, like, even the weakest super attack, I'm pretty sure I'm dead here. This guy catches me somehow, even though I used my mock attack. I was pretty upset about that. He tosses Bubbles. Bubbles misses. I think I do get cooked here by the Kamehamehas. I think. Not entirely sure. Yeah, he clips me there by 1. And then he hits me with a vanish attack, and then hits me with another super attack. Here, that guy outplayed me. I will say straight up, I definitely could have won that fight. He outplayed me. I'm not going to deny that. And in that instance, that guy outplayed me. Shoutouts to that Dende. That Dende absolutely cooked me. I could have had Raccoon live this game.
That guy actually cooked the fuck out of me.
I should have probably just kept spamming Ki Blast and was dodging left and right. Going for melee attacks with that low HP was a little silly on my part, but I was probably just under the impression that if I landed a melee attack, then it would have, he would have been out of his change and I could have killed him there. They're showing the weakness of Birder, dude. I don't know why Birder just stops after going like 2 centimeters. It's so frustrating, man. And that guy just hit the juke on me. So at this point, I should have just immediately went for the Super Time Machine. But I think what I do here is I do place the Dragon Balls here. That way, these guys don't get the level 4 super fast on me. So I see this guy, and again, Birder just gives up. He gets tired after like...
He gives up, dude. He just fucking stops so fast.
Here, I'm bitching about it as we speak. Birder finally comes in to play here. And I'm chasing this guy, and honestly, he's just running away from me. I probably should have just went to the Super Time Machine.
Word up, dude.
Somehow he's just looping me here, dude. Like, it was so frustrating.
He's already been down.
I do get the kill on him, and I do think that is the reason why I was pursuing that guy so hard, just because I knew if I did get him down, he would be out of play.
I just gotta get cooking on this.
Alright. So I do play Super Time Machine here. I was tempted to just stick in an area and just use area destruction to get these guys cucked out of supplies. But I don't do it just because I need to play the Super Time Machine here. Somehow, I guess this guy popped his transformation before he got hit by the super attack. This guy's just dodging, he's stalling. Probably should have just played STM here. Get the execution on him. And I think I'm 2 executions now away from getting Ginyu out. So here I go for the Vanish attack, but he transforms to knock me back. Dealing some pretty decent damage on this guy.
We dodged somehow, but we dealt a lot of damage.
They pop bubbles on me, and I probably should have just started clicking on the Super Time Machine here instead of, like, trying to fight. Then I see this guy rezzing, and I think he had Dende's passive, which allowed him to fully heal that guy, so I couldn't heal him. And Rocket, dude, I'm telling you, Jace's Ki Blasts are not as good as some people think, because I feel like I should have been able to hit that Rocket out of the sky, but I wasn't able to. And again, just Jace's Ki Blast here. I'm just getting, like, dodged left and right by these guys. A lot of barriers, a lot of rockets, just eluding my Ki Blast and eluding my kills. So I feel like I probably should have just been playing Super Time Machine, because now I think the supplies are out in play. People are just going to get their Dragon Changes back faster anyway. So this guy doesn't have his barrier, but with him being in level 3, I don't know how he dodged that whole thing from Raccoon, dude. Or not Raccoon, Birder. And here I'm just being spammed by Kamehamehas, bro. I'm just trying to live at this point. Yeah, as you can see, he's just clipping me with Kamehamehas. And if I get hit by like 2 more or 1 super attack, I'm dead here.
Okay, this guy's dead. Let's take him out.
So I get stunned here, and I think I get hit with a super attack. Yep. So I risked it. I kind of risked it going for that execution, because I think if I would have gotten it off, Jason Birder would have lived. And it is the reason why I went for it. But at least I got the kill on this guy.
Lose every Ginyu game tonight? Fuck.
And here they have the 20%, and then the Super Time Machine is at 75. At this point in the game, even with Ginyu out as a level 4, if you have at least 2 transformations, you can make a comeback in this game. So I've seen so many Ginyus use body change there, and it's worked for them, where like people have like run around the Super Time Machine, and of course it didn't work for me, bro. So I use power up here to give myself some iframes. And then this King Kai is just like running laps around this STM, dude. And the melee somehow did not hit that guy. That was so frustrating, man. The melee detection with rolls is kind of screwy, bro. It is pretty screwy. Like, I've used it to cheese, but it's very frustrating, especially if one's used to be cheese against me. Here I get double stunned back to back, and I don't have my knockback ability, my break strike. And then, once they got the level 3 out, bro, the level 3 can just stall this game out. They got too many people up. If it was just the level 3 on their own and nobody else up, I might have been able to win here. But with the level 3 up, they are able to stall out. And they have enough survivors up with enough barriers where they can just stall me out here. And I did not cook on the Super Time Machine to make... I don't know. Bro. Can we talk about how that guy somehow narrowly dodged those Ki Blasts? How the hell did none of that hit, dude? Like, the shotgun spread is good, but that is the nerf that the Ginyu Force
I lost.
Ki Blast coming in effect there. Yeah, I would have lost this game because that guy got his transformation. He would have been able to stall me there. So this is another loss of the Ginyu Force, guys. Another loss. It is possible. It is not brainless. The Ginyu Force is not just like an instant win. It is not. We have one more match here that we're going to look at. So this is a match. This is my final Ginyu match that we'll be looking at. This is a... Oh, okay. Iron's over here. Let me move myself over. This is a game where, like, a lot of, like last game, how I was finding keys for the survivors for free. Finally, the Breakers was like, all right, let's give Iron let's give Iron a dub here. Let's give him a freebie. So I get a Civ Radar, like, in the very first crate I open, and then I immediately get a Dragon Radar level 3. So now I can see where all the Civs are on the map, and I basically get a free level 2 here, dude. Like, I was given, like, the god run for this game. But these survivors are getting their Dragon changes pretty fast here. So I'm pretty much just trying to get as many Civs as I can. But I hope in these matches that you guys were able to see that Raccoon was susceptible to jumping. Godo is susceptible to jumping. Jason Birder is susceptible to jumping. And Ginyu can also be overwhelmed, guys. They're not like... The Ginyu Force is not an instant win, dude. Survivors are still incredibly strong, and if it wasn't apparent before, it is apparent now, guys. It is apparent now. Like, I feel like... A lot of you guys were saying, like with the Dotto vid especially, that Dotto doesn't play this game that much, and the fact that he was able to win as Ginyu shows that Raiders are OP, and I don't think that's the case, as you literally saw in his first match, he almost lost. He almost lost, and the survivors that he was playing against were decent, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, a lot of my games, man, I can lose, like... Do you guys think I'm just like a terrible raider? Do you guys think that Dotto is a better raider than me? Now, this isn't me trying to like start something like, is Dotto a better video game player than me, or am I a video game player than him? Like, that's not what that is about. I'm just trying to say that I have more matches with the Ginyu Force as Raider in the Breakers, and I have more matches as Raider in the Breakers. I have more hours in Breakers than Dotto, and Dotto won games. I've lost games. I've won games. It's just some games you win, some games you lose, right? It's just because someone that doesn't typically play this game wins as Raider, that does not mean Raiders are OP, bro. And just because I'm someone that has a lot of hours on this game and I lose as Raider, doesn't mean that it's always a skill issue. Doesn't mean that it's always inherently, I don't know, just me being bad at the game, bro. Like, a lot of situations I was placed in was because the survivors were being placed well. There were a lot of altercations that I lost. Absolutely. There were some fights that I lost that were skill-based, of course. But a lot of the situations that I was placed in was not because of a skill issue. And that was because the survivors were playing well, and it's because of the survivors being so strong, guys. Again, like, I feel like I don't have to explain that I'm Raider biased, bro. But the reason why I feel like some people think I am is just because I say survivors are strong. And the reason why I say survivors are strong is because I experience it firsthand, boys. I have so many hours on Survivor, bro. I don't play Raider as much as I play Survivor. The reason why I think survivors are strong is because, surprise, I play Survivor. I experience it firsthand, the strengths of survivors, bro. It's not because I'm salty and I lose as Raider. Do I get salty with some of my losses as a Raider? Of course. But I think in these matches especially, you could see I'm not raging, I'm not throwing my hands, and I'm not throwing my controller. I took these losses on the chin. Some losses I don't. Sometimes I get mad, sometimes I get upset. But it's just, it depends on the situation, bro. If I have to play 7 Survivor games to get my Ginyu match, and I get, like, matched with a Premade with people that are, like, all, like, level 160 and up, they get all the keys in 2 minutes, they get all the Dragon Balls in 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little salty, bro, if I had to play 7 Survivor games to get a match like that. I'm gonna be a little salty.
For a drop of blood, huh?
But as you can see, in this match where things were primarily going my way, these guys are cooking on keys, they're cooking on me, and this is with me having a level 3 Dragon Radar and a Civ Radar. So, like, even with me having a heavy advantage, these are randoms, by the way, this is not even a pre-made, I'm still not blowing these guys' backs out. Like, it's not like that black and white, bro. I just feel like, I'm going to be completely blunt with you guys. I feel like when it comes to people saying Raiders are OP in this game, I feel like it boils down to lack of knowledge, lack of experience, and skill issue. I'm serious. I'm serious. If you think Raiders are OP, and you're a day 1 player, I personally don't know how you can think that. I mean, if you want to argue there are some aspects of the Ginyu Force that are OP, sure. But I think what some people need to understand is that level 4s are supposed to be OP, guys. They're supposed to be OP. You're supposed to delay them from getting level 4. In a perfect world, in a perfect Survivor game, the Raider never even gets level 4 because you're playing so well, because you're playing so dominantly, right? But that's not, we don't live in a perfect world, and that's not going to happen every game. That's not going to happen every game. So here, these guys are cooking. They're cooking, man. I'm opening up crates here because I'm trying to get capsules. But, again, I feel like survivors are in a very good state. I feel like Raiders in a pretty solid state. And I feel like the game as a whole is in one of the best places it's ever been balanced-wise. I do think the game is fairly balanced, despite my losses. Despite my wins, I think the game is in a fairly balanced state. Now, the way you handle the Ginyu Force in terms of fighting them and combating them, I do think it's very similar to how you would play 8 Vegeta. Is that if you can keep the Raider at lower levels, you want to do so because it'll allow you to find keys while they're struggling to level up. You could find Dragon Balls while they're struggling to level up, and you yourself can level up while they're struggling to level up. I've seen people say the fact that you need to keep Raiders a low level proves that they're OP, and it's just like, bro, do you not understand the concept of levels? If the Raider is a level 3 and you're a level 1, you lose that battle. You lose. Good day, sir. And if you are a level 3 and the Raider is level 1, Should you be dominant in that fight? Yes. But that doesn't mean that you should instantly kill the Raider. This is a team-based game, guys. It's a team-based game. And as you can see, the losses that I've accumulated as Ginyu Force are because of great teamwork. It is not because one individual was overpowering me. It was because multiple factors. But here, let me rewind a little bit just because I think I was talking and ranting a little too much. So here, these guys were really focusing on the Dragon Balls. And I think this led to their downfall. And a lot of people were trying to res down players right in front of me. I think they were getting very cocky in this situation. And because of that, I was able to down a lot of players, get a lot of executions, and then I was also able to pick up the Dragon Balls. Alright, so I just skipped ahead here because I wanted to show you guys kind of the misplays that the survivors had here. I think this is what kind of led to my victory. So I stopped them from summoning in C, so they had to move over to B. And unlike the other game, where I guessed incorrectly where the survivors were, I had a gold radar, so I was able to see where this guy went. And because of that, that allowed me to follow him and take him out and get his ball. So he has all 7 on him. So this kind of forced the survivors to play very aggressive here. And I'm pretty much in the dominant situation because a lot of dragon changes are used. And I don't believe anybody has a level 3 here. So at this point, I'm pretty much just defending the balls. And I'm taking out anybody that comes over here. Now, I feel like where these guys misplayed is that they had the Super Time Machine at 20%, and not a single person was on the Super Time Machine. And I feel like neglecting the Super Time Machine was the reason that they struggled here a lot. Because I got 3 players down, 1 person got rezzed, and I noticed that, so I immediately turned around. I saw these guys are rezzing, and I take out like 2 or 3 players there. Take this guy as well, and immediately there's only 1 player up remaining. They lost. They lost because of that. I think they should have just let some players get down. They should have left, licked their wounds, played STM a little bit, try to interrupt me if I tried to summon. They tried way too hard to play in this small little area, and I just dominated because nobody had dragon changes, nobody was level 3, and that's why I won this situation. I won this situation, I won this game because they misplayed here. Nobody played STM, and I do think that was a mistake on their part, because they had the speed bonus at 20% on the Super Time Machine. So 2 people on the Super Time Machine would have had it at like 80-something%. So at this point, it's GG's. There's nothing this guy can do. There's absolutely nothing this guy can do. He basically has to play ETM. There's no way he can win this game unless I literally just put my controller down and let the STM activate. But yeah, guys, in conclusion, I just wanted you guys to see some of the strategies that were used against me, how to beat me in the Ginyu Force. Now, I think I'm a pretty decent Raider at this game. I don't think I'm a godly Raider. If you want to see really good Raider gameplay, I think Stray is a fantastic Raider. He is, before he was doing daily content on the Breakers, he was known for leveling up his Raiders incredibly fast and playing the Raiders quite often. So if you want to see like really high skill, high tier gameplay, I'm not, embarrassed to admit that I'm not the best Raider. Check out Stray's channel. See how he plays Raider. Check out other channels like Noku, Beerus the Archer, and like any other like Breakers creator. Like you don't just have to like take my word as gospel. But like the whole point of this video, guys, is pretty much just to show the weaknesses of the Ginyu Force, that they exist, that they're not brainless, that they're not OP. And I feel like a lot of players are kind of just coping the fact that they run into randoms, they run into, well, let me get into some gameplay here, then I'll continue. But as I was saying, just because you get matched with randoms and somebody feeds, someone trolls, someone does something bad, doesn't mean Raiders are OP. Just because, you lose against the Ginyu Force a lot does not mean they're OP. Like as you guys can see, bro, this Premade matched up with me twice and they beat me twice. I took 3 losses with the Ginyu Force. Now, does that mean that you should take these 3 matches and then that means 100% that the Ginyu Force is not strong, that they were nerfed too hard? It doesn't mean that either, but it does, like, the Ginyu Force can be not OP, but also be strong. Both of those things can exist. Survivors can be really strong, but not OP, and Raiders cannot be OP. Like, both things can coexist, right? I don't think the Ginyu Force is OP. I don't even necessarily think the survivors are OP. I think the game is in a fairly balanced state. I do think survivors are slightly stronger than Raider, but I just like, this is me kind of just addressing a lot of comments that I received saying that I'm Raider biased. It bothers me. The reason why I talk about it so much is because I have so many hours on this game, guys. I care about this game so much. I care about the community so much. Guys, I went to Dragon Ball Battle Hour in hopes of speaking to the producer of Dragon Ball The Breakers, and I got to do that. And for people that's saying I'm Raider biased, I literally asked the producer of Dragon Ball The Breakers to nerf Cell because he leveled up too fast. Like, low-key, that's troll. Because Cell is one of the worst Raiders in the game. Cell doesn't need a nerf. He needs help. He needs help. But anyways, the reason why, like, again, the reason why the Raider bias stuff bothers me, just because I feel like I'm pretty fair and open to discussion when it comes to this game. I feel like I'm open to the discussion. I want you guys to discuss whether you think Raiders are OP or not. Like, I'm not here to attack you if you disagree with me. If you disagree with me, fine. But to say that I am biased just because I take a couple L's, it's just not the case, because I've won a lot of games with Ginyu, and I've lost a lot of games with Ginyu. I've won a lot of games with Survivor. I've lost a lot of games with Survivor, dude. It's give and take. It's give and take. It's not as black and white as a lot of people see it. I think the Breakers is in a fairly balanced state, but I don't think Raiders are OP, and I do not think the Ginyu Force is OP. I think they're very strong. If you disagree, you're open to disagree, but I just want to give you guys my 2 cents. I wanted to show you guys the weaknesses of the Ginyu Force. I wanted to show you guys the strengths of the Ginyu Force, and here's the video. What's going on, guys? Iron back. I wanted to include one match of me actually going up against the Ginyu Force as a survivor, and the reason why I want to include this match specifically is because we were down 2 players, and we were still able to make this match a match, not a blowout. So I'm not gonna do any commentary for this match. I feel like this one just kind of speaks for itself. I might pop up in the end just to give some final thoughts, but yeah, boys, I just want to throw this match in here as well. So please enjoy. This was a crazy game, and it's just another video, another match, another piece of evidence of why I think Raiders are not OP and why I think the Ginyu Force is not OP. And if you think so, you're free to think so. But I do really think it boils down to a lack of experience, a lack of knowledge of how the game works, and skill issue. Just to be completely blunt, boys, just to be completely blunt. Ask your favorite creator that plays the Breakers. Ask Noku, ask Stray, ask Beerus, ask Bronx Sky, ask freaking Bardock. Like, ask anybody, or ask any of us. Ask us our thoughts. Ask us our thoughts, bro. People that are playing this game every single day for hours. Ask us, please. But with that, I'll let this play out, and I'll piece off the screen here. So, say goodbye to Present Iron and enjoy Past Iron. 5 people DC'd in one of your games. I mean, it depends how long it takes to boot up. But that was like a really short boot up.
I'm gonna be done here in no time flat.
Super cool down drink. It's pretty good. Charming poses, Hercule. Hercule's gonna be a lot of fun to play as, man. I've already got all my capsules. Sounding like the solar flare people, Shin. Demon King Piccolo could be a really cool raider, man. I could see them doing him for sure. Broly would be sick. They're definitely doing Broly eventually, right? It's just one. Yeah, Hercule, I'm pretty sure Dynamite Kick is like in the files. King Piccolo probably is lackeys, and then level 3 be old, level 4 be young.
You know what to do with that key.
And you guys cooked them, damn. Good deal.
Alrighty. Now, it's time to play.
Where am I?
Oh, it's above me. Bojack would be pretty easy. Yeah, he uses henchman, right? Super Broly, yeah, they probably want to do Super Broly.
Thanks.
They do Z. Z Broly would be Paragus, Base Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is what I'm thinking. Well, they would do Z Broly instead of Super because Super Broly technically isn't a bad guy.
That's a new power key.
Fucking camera's like goofing up. We're looking pretty good here, actually. We just need to get D. Oops. Yeah, let's get Ironhide. Super Broly goes Berserk, but I doubt they would... I mean, they could do him, but I think they would do Z Broly first. I think we just set this key, then leave C and D.
Right.
Let's try to find D ASAP. Anything in here?
You're nothing but a bunch of lousy pushovers. Holy hell.
Oh, he's nearby. Shoots.
Can you help them?
You're done. Come on. Return, Ultra Fighting Banner.
I want to get the Dragon Balls off him.
There's nothing. Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh man.
Nice. I can get my Dragon Change back with this. Hey, low-key don't even want to kill him. He's using Air Destruction? Okay. Power Key Radar, this is good.
I'm all done with this game.
You know what to do with
Nice.
that.
Where is it? Where is it? Get cooking on that key! Dude, we can win this. Ginyu Force overpowered, by the way. Alright, you cook on this, I'll cook on the other. Oh, this is just... What am I saying? It's literally just this key. Yeah, just don't kill Raccoon. Leave him out. If he's destroying the Super Time Machine, we'll do what we gotta do. But, no reason to take him out now.
One of your allies needs some help.
Shit, well... Damn it.
You're not too good at this fighting stuff.
That sucks. That guy kind of sold a little bit.
I'm the fastest in the universe.
Welcome. Thank you.
We find this last Dragon Ball, we're cooking. We're looking D. Like,
Go ahead and run.
oh, he has the last ball. Damn. I'm close to my level 3. Just need like 2 more cubes. I'm just gonna play STM. Fuck it. Actually, let me try to get my level 3 if I can. One more cube? Fuck. I need like 150 more Zenny. Well, I'll take that. Let's fucking go.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Oh, he doesn't have the Dragon Ball. I'm stupid. Hold on. He didn't even have the Dragon Ball.
Not good. Someone is down. Can you
Fuck.
help them?
Let me take that cube first. I'm fucking dumb, dude. Thought he had the ball. I just assumed he had the ball because he was like, it was close to where area destruction is done. Wait, is it not even in here? I know it is.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shinron at the altar.
Is that Noku raid? Thank you for the raid, Noku.
Here comes a pain.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna go summon over here. Get this off. He's too close, man. I'll summon at this one.
Your allies knocked out. Can you save them?
You kinda did. What, you run out of power already, mate?
Alright, I'm gonna try to revive Legacy as soon as I get to level 4 here.
Consider it done.
You're done!
Oh, he has a super soda and a regular soda, okay. Okay, I think we got this game, boys. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna load up to Gogeta here, because I don't need these sodas. He can have them. This guy's holding his own. Nice, this guy's doing really well. I got you, buddy. Nice. Now let's just play STM. Dude, we really won this. Are you kidding me? No way he stops us here.
No one in this universe more powerful than the Ginyu Force. Except Lord Frieza, of course.
Nice try, buddy. We got him. Oh my god, who meleeed him before me? What the hell is going on? Oh, we got him. GG! Ginyu OP, by the way. Ginyu OP, Raiders OP. Raider OP, Ginyu OP, by the way. Ginyu OP, Raider OP, by the way. Raiders OP, Ginyu OP. Ginyu OP, by the way. Ginyu OP, by the way. In case you guys did not know, the Ginyu Force is OP. Survivors are really weak. Raiders are OP. They are actually overpowered. If you pick the Ginyu Force as a Raider, you instantly win, guys. If you instantly win, it is because you picked the Ginyu Force. If you pick the Ginyu Force, you instantly win. If you guys don't know, basically, if you want to play Dragon Ball The Breakers and be successful, just pick the Ginyu Force and you'll automatically win, as we did just here. And yeah, dude, really easy, really simple. Just pick the Ginyu Force. Honestly, just pick a Raider. Just pick any Raider in the game. The Raiders are OP. The Survivors suck. The Survivors have no options to fight back. The Raiders just win, dude. The Raiders just win all the time. Survivors suck, dude. If you don't have all the civilian spawns memorized, you will lose as Raider. That guy didn't memorize all the civilian spawns. That's why he lost. It wasn't because we outplayed him or anything like that. And it wasn't because, you know, we were at a player deficit as well. It's because he didn't have all the civilian spawns memorized. So that is why he lost that, guys. That's actually why he lost that. I want to see the Raider OP cope. Where are they, bro? Where are they for that game? It was a 5v1 against the Ginyu Force. Against the Ginyu Force. Somebody's gonna say, yo, the shippies. It's just like, bro, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be something, bro. It's never enough. It's never enough, bro. It's never enough. Until like I am able to literally 1v1 each level of the Ginyu Force, someone's gonna say they're OP somehow. Someone's still gonna say they're OP. I don't know, like, how much more evidence do I need to provide? Like, how much more, like, video evidence and footage do I need to provide, bro? How much, like... Oh my god. This guy's funny, bro. This guy's funny. This is a funny guy, dude. Is the Raider code. That's what people would say, though. Go. That's what. Oh man. So basically, guys, if I'm able to win a game, yeah, as you can see, that was what randoms is as well, because I didn't have that many people in that match with me. So majority of those players were randoms. The fact that I was able to win that a 5v1 against the Raider, I feel like it's very telling that if survivors know what they're doing, if they play crafty, if they keep the Raider at bay, if they don't get down instantly, if they use their skills wisely, if they play around the Dragon Balls wisely, if they play around the keys wisely, you can win even in games like that. I wanted to include this match, not necessarily to brag about, like, my win there. More so, of course, I'm poking fun at the people that say that Raiders are OP, people that say that you need to have all the civilian spawns memorized. I'm poking fun, yes. I understand that. So if you take offense to that, sure, I get that. But I hope you guys were able to see that with this hour-long discussion that the Raiders are not OP, the Ginyu Force are not OP. There are strategies in place that you can use to fight the Raiders, to win against the Raiders. And guys, listen, let's grow together as a community. Let's learn together as a community. Let's not attack each other. Like, I understand this is a divisive topic. I understand that some people aren't as fortunate as others. They don't have friends to play with, right? That they always go up against randoms, and randoms throw, randoms feed, randoms sell matches. I get it. But to say that Raiders are OP full stop, to say that the Ginyu Force is OP full stop, is just clearly not true. It's just clearly not fair to say. I do think there are situations where the Raider can appear really strong, and there's situations where survivors can appear to be very strong. But I really hope that this ends the stigma of Raiders being OP in this game, because I don't think it's true. And if you ask your favorite Dragon Ball The Breakers creator, they won't think it's true. I mean, most of us, 75% of us. But yeah, boys, that's the video. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below. If you think Raiders are OP, let me know. If you think they're not OP, let me know. If you think survivors are OP, let me know. I don't think they are. I think they're very strong. If you think survivors are weak, let me know. How would you improve teaching players how to play the game? All that good stuff, guys. I'm open to the discussion, right? I'm not here to... Me and Iron just, look at us. Just, like, throwing our hands around. But it's all about the discussion, guys. And it's all about just, like, educating people that are less, like, in the know of the ongoings of this game. Sorry, one of the trailers of The Breakers is playing right now. That's what you're hearing. But, yeah, boys, that's it. Again, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. And subscribe to the channel for more discussions, analysis, showcases, updates, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, have fun.